Verbal or life.
Now, Trump is going around breaking records all over the place. Let's take a look at the five and what do they think. Check it out.
Videos.
All right, there you got it. So Donald Trump is just making sense. A lot of the decisions that he's making are part of the promises that he made before he came into power. We all know that. But you know what? Let me do some predictions. Next, I hope that he talks about what are the drones that are hovering over the country. So that's one thing that we haven't heard from him, the drones. And number two, the JFK and RFK killings. He already signed to release the documents today, but they're going to be released in 15 days, is what he said. So I think there are two big steps that I predict are going to be all over the news. What are those drones? Is it the US military or is it an enemy? And what's really behind the RFK and JFK killing or an MLK? So I can't wait for those things to happen. Hey, listen, if you enjoyed the video, make sure to give this video a thumbs up. My name is Noel. Being verbal on live, bring you news report. The five, they always speak the truth. CNN and the other legacy media, they're just falling off the map. Nobody believe in them because now that Trump is in office, the news seems to be more real, right? With Twitter and everything else, the news is just showing the visual that correspond with what's happening. Like ICE arresting people, that's the norm. That's how it should be. If you're breaking the law, if you're around here, not only that, but if you're breaking the law and you're around other people who are also here illegally, take them all away. Tom Homan is doing an amazing job. And thanks to Trump. So I'm going to keep my eye out for those two things. Keep coming back. I'm going to definitely play some more videos for you guys to get more informed. And hey, if you want, comment down below. What else do you want me to play? So I can play some video. Thank you for watching with me. I enjoy making these videos and keeping you guys informed. Oh, and you know who else is flipping out? AOC is flipping out. Can you believe AOC is flipping out over this? AOC, a lifelong Democrat, going back to putting fear on people about Trump is going to go ahead and start deporting regular American, regular citizens with papers. Like, why does she keep calling the people listening to her dumb? You know how dumb you got to be to say that? If you're an American with paperwork, you're not getting deported to where? You're from America. So AOC is making videos on TikTok about that. That just goes to show that the Democratic Party need to align themselves and speak a little bit more truth because we could see it. We know what's going on. Like, she also went crazy about Elon Musk going like this to his chest when he was just sending his heart out, not being a Nazi enthusiast. So much going on in the news. Check out this other video, Outnumbered. Let me play a little bit of it.
The President of the United States joining from the White House via remote to represent all Americans at the World Economic Forum.
Yeah.
And it is critical because, as you heard him say, there are things he wants to do for and with this economy and with the rest of the world. I think we have a little bit of what I wanted you to hear right off the top here, and that is that America should be the place where you bring your business, and he wants to make it not only palpable to do that, but a great idea to do that. Watch. And you could feel it. I use the word palpable because it's visceral. Can you imagine the world coming here? Jackie DeAngelis, co-host of the Big Money Show on Fox Business. This is so interesting to me because it deals with regulations, it deals with energy, it deals with all the things that Trump had said as a presidential candidate for the second time, that's what it would take to bring prices down here. But it's going to do more than that.
it's going to spur growth. And that is a really important part of his strategy, Harris. And it is amazing the way he takes all these tools in the toolbox and he puts them together to be able to create something much larger than that. What he was talking about in that bite specifically was the corporate tax rate. At 28%, he wants to bring it down to 21%. But if you start making your products here in America, you're going to get 15%. That is unprecedented, unheard of. It is definitely going to encourage companies to come. He talked a little bit at a different point about being a manufacturing superpower. That's how you're going to do it.
All right, let's go back to that corporate incentive for a second. It's bigger than that, though, because yes, it can go to that base of 21%, which is a lot of money for these companies to save in terms of doing business with us. But if they don't do business, there's a tariff.
There's going to be a tariff. And so it's not only an incentive, but there's also, a carrot and a stick here situation as well. And so if they don't do it, they're going to suffer. I mean, it's brilliant. Why anybody else hadn't thought of it, I don't really know. But look, he's got so many problems that he has to tackle from what went wrong the last 4 years. And so he's using all these things, these chess pieces, to make it come together. For the people, for example, who are worried about if he implements tariffs, that's going to raise prices for Americans. It will do it ever so slightly. We went through the worst inflation crisis ever because the Biden administration just haphazardly kept cutting checks, wasting money, spending money. If we see a little inflation because we're going to bring business back home here and because we're going to grow the American economy, as Jamie Dimon earlier said, so be it.
Yeah, that 9% that we reached that Biden would deny and say that he inherited that from Trump, although we know it was 1.4% when Trump left office, which was also rather historically remarkable. But with all of this, I do want to put a fine point on the energy component of this, though, because he was talking about liquefied gas energy, that LNG, natural gas. Why is that part of this entire conversation, and what does that do for Americans?
Because Biden put his foot down and stopped the entire energy industry. Look at LNG specifically. The question that the CEO asked for the CEO of Total was, will prices go up if we start exporting? And he point blank said, absolutely not. We've got a ton of supply. If we start taking it out of the ground and we export, we'll actually make money on it. But also for national security purposes, if you start sending it over to Europe, they're not going to rely as much on Russia. He also made the point of bringing oil prices down to cripple Russia. So many mistakes made globally in energy that have cost us, Harris.
Look, he couldn't have said it any clearer. He wants that war to end.
Correct.
All right, Jackie,
Great to
I'm
see
so
you.
glad you were with me.
Thank
you very much. Some breaking news now. The U.S. Senate has just now voted to break the filibuster for CIA nominee John Ratcliffe, 77-26. That cloture vote is the final procedural hurdle. And they will now do 2 hours of debate and then hold the official vote for Ratcliffe's confirmation. He's expected to pass and will become the second official cabinet member. Remember, former Florida Senator Marco Rubio is now our Secretary of State, confirmed on the very first day of Trump's second term. Thank you so very much for watching the breaking news. Really a special occasion to see.
All right, that's the Faulkner Report. If you enjoyed the video, thanks for watching. Here at Verbal on Life, my name is Noel. And I can't believe that Donald Trump is the common sense party. The man is just using common sense, and everybody just shocked and amazed that you could do that. You could just go ahead and raid and deport people like that. He does that, and everybody's wilding out. Well, at least the legacy media is. But in any case, I want to keep bringing you guys videos like this. Make sure you hit the like button. Comment down below if you enjoyed the video. Let me know so I can keep doing this. And that's crazy that Donald Trump is the common sense. The guy's a billionaire and he's identified with the regular people. Like doing things that is actually benefiting regular people, because getting criminals out the hood, man, that's the best thing you could do. I grew up in Harlem and lots of criminals. I'm glad that it's just clearing up, because at the end of the day, for the kids, going to school when you have bullies waiting for you to come out, it's a problem. But that's just me saying. I've been on this for like an hour. Again, if you enjoyed it, give it a thumbs up. Hopefully, I'll see you guys in the next video. And let's stay verbal on life. Peace.